Alright, so long story short, me and my dad are taking down a chimney. I thought, why not do a little experiment? Alright, so we got this brick, and now watch what happens. I'm going to throw it down here. Alright, we are back with another video, and to be honest, we should have started a little bit earlier. We had to move locations for some dangerous reasons. Alright, so we are back with another video, and I'm just thinking, why you missed it, man? That one was galloping, and he did a... Man, that thing right there.
Yo, nah, it's yo.
Oh snap, where do we go?
We do. Yo, shit. Yo, killer horses. You know, the fact that he just left the little chair with a bunch of equipment.
Man, to be honest, I mean, it's kind of important stuff there, but...
Yo, it beelined to us.
Man, it did.
I didn't even know horses knew what beelining was. That was definitely running towards us at first, right?
Yeah. But anyway, we're back now. This is pretty sure it's a safer location. So let's go on with the video. So as you saw right in the beginning, we threw a brick off a roof, and you'll see at the end what happens at the end. You really do want to check that out because it's pretty amazing. But anyway, let's just think, what was that brick doing? Debatably, it was flying. We're going to do that today. I'm going to teach you how to fly in your photos, and we're going to range it from really simple stuff that you can do on your phone right now to stuff that takes a little bit more time, a little bit more effort, but it'll all be worth it depending how you do it. But I'm going to teach you how to make it pretty simple, pretty easy. Let's go on with that. For this one, it doesn't really help that when you know that you're going to jump from somewhere to the ground, that you will be muddy and it is very slippy, so you might slip, could hurt yourself as well. So when you got that in your mind, it doesn't really help. Also, when getting back onto the gate for the next attempt, the wood underneath was getting more muddy, making it more slippy, making it harder to jump. So again, a couple of different things just to think about. Maybe just try on a drier day if you can. And even though there was so many fails to this shot, I feel like there was one I felt just looked good enough. I did edit the eyes out a bit, just give it a bit more of a superhero kind of look. But again, you don't have to do this. You can just have the normal flying shot, and hopefully if you do pick a drier day, you could get even higher and have a cooler shot. Another great tip to think about is think about the positions of your legs and your arms and where you'll be looking. So as you saw the footage of us trying to get a bit of a flying, floating photograph without the use of some props, it didn't work out. And you know, it's almost kind of obvious that it wouldn't work out because you really are working with a lot of luck. I'm not saying that you can't do it, because chances are you really could do it. There's nothing to say you can't. But again, it's a lot of luck and I guess good timing. But don't worry, because I'm not going to just leave you with a bit of good luck. We have some props that should help you out if you want to look like you're flying. Here's one of them. We have a chair. Very simple. You've got one of these at home, I know you do. So all you need is to take this wherever you want for your photographs, and I'll show you how to use it. I'm pretty sure you can guess how I'm going to use it, but I'll show you anyway. Let's get going with it. You may be thinking, why the costume change? Well, this kind of jacket is really going to help you when you're trying to sell the idea that you are flying. So it's a great little tip to get something like this, something light, airy, and something that can look like it can float, I guess. You'll see what I mean. So as you can see, I've propped open the chair, got the camera ready, and really all I've done on this is just stand on it and just try to think how my hands should be to make it look like I'm floating or flying and I'm gliding down, if that makes sense. Also, you can see that I'm flicking out the back of the jacket, and this will help because if you think about when you're flying or when you've seen superheroes fly on TV, movies, usually their cape will be flying about or floating or hovering. So this is exactly what we're going for. All you really need is the high enough shutter speed just so it captures the floating coat in a nice sharp image. It also helps that the ends of the belt are flying up also. Again, Just another little thing to show dynamic movement of the coat, and it sells the flying idea. Okay, that is the second photograph done, and as you can see, that was done really simply, really quickly. And I mean, the idea is very simple of what it is compared to the last thing we were doing, where it was, like I was saying before, very much look based. This one, we had the idea of the position I wanted to be in for the photographs. You know, we had the nice background, place a chair here, stand on it, and you're good to go. That was done in probably what, less than 5 minutes. So if you want to do something like this, it's always best to do something where you can control as many variables as possible. Here, chair, super simple. Let's go on with the third one. It's very similar to the chair, but we're gonna use the idea of height a bit more. We're gonna really sell the flying idea with this. It's a little bit more dangerous, so be careful, but let's go to it. All right, so here I am with the ladder. Now, it's a bit muddy here, so we have to be a bit careful. However, that's all we need. Need the ladder set up, and the idea is, now we had the chair for the other one, and that was good because we had some height. Here, we're getting even higher. We're gonna go right up top here, and we're gonna make it a little different because the other one, it's almost like we were flying, which is, you know, it's the idea for this video. However, here, because of how misty it is and we're in the woods, and it does look a little creepy, I'll be honest. So we're gonna have a bit of a floating idea. We'll try the flying thing as well. We'll do them both. But the main thing I wanted to do here was to show you how you could float. And you, again, you're controlling everything about this. There are some key tips about this as well, but I'll tell you that during the time lapse. Let's get going. Now to start off with, the first area was very muddy, there was a lot of leaves, and the ladder did kind of slip and move a little bit, so it was quite difficult to get up that high. I mean, it probably doesn't look that high on camera, but when you are up there, you can feel the ladder move, and you're thinking, well, I'm gonna slip, I'm gonna fall. But you know what? Didn't happen, so we're all good. Again, this kind of coat helps a lot in this picture, and it really sells the idea. Here's how. Basically, when you are sat or lying on something, naturally, whatever you're lying on, be it this ladder, a chair, anything, it will flatten the clothing that is pressed up against it. So, to sell the idea of floating, you get a piece of clothing that is quite long. Here I'm using my jacket, but you can use anything. You can also use a jacket, use a scarf, could be a dress. Anything that really overflows your natural figure, that will help a lot. Here you can see that the coat is coming over on top of the ladder and behind it. All you gotta do is remove the ladder, and you can't see where I'm actually lying down or sitting on top of it. It's something that could be looked over. However, if you do think about this before you go out for your shoot and you bring something like this, it will really give you that floating look. Alright, so that is the video, and I hope you liked it. We used some pretty, I'd say, household items, so you can get some pretty cool, creative, but also very controlled shots that you can do at home or outside, wherever you want. All you need is a ladder, the chair, and I guess, you know what, even the jumping one, you can do that as well at home. But like I said, I've said it a couple times in this video, but I just got to reiterate, it's a lot of luck. If you do it, good luck with it. I'm sure you'll do it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. And if you did, please give it a like. Also, please subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I'll see you in the next video. I don't know what that was. Yeah. Alright, so we've got this brick. And now watch what happens. I'm going to throw it down here. It fell. What do you expect?